Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DJ Greg podcast. I'm glad you're here. Today's guest specializes in rental, decor, and planning for cultural and multicultural weddings and events. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Reena from Kahani Events. Hey, Reena, how you doing?
Hi, Greg. I'm doing well. How about
Oh,
you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. Summer is here and I love it. So I'm going to do everything that I can to get every good thing about summer in.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
All right.
It's gorgeous out today too.
It is. It is. I'm going to bust out this window and go. Okay. So, Reena, first of all, tell me, what does Kahani mean?
So, Kahani in Hindi means story, and I really want to be able to tell somebody's story through design and decor, and make their vision come alive.
I love it. I love it. Okay. How did you get started? Because I see in the background you got all your stuff in there and, you
Yeah,
know,
there's a lot of stuff you can. It's just
okay.
a ton of different decor items, lots of stuff in boxes. I got started. My previous life was in the construction industry, and I did a lot of design and project planning through that. And starting this had been on my mind since college. I really enjoy the wedding industry, events and planned events throughout high school, throughout college for different groups I was a part of, or friends' weddings, family weddings. I was always involved in helping plan. And my mom and I really wanted to do this after college, and I just didn't feel like I had enough life experience or things like that. So I've worked, and in 2018, I had to leave my business in construction for reasons I won't get into, and
Hmm.
it was uh, it was a little bit difficult. We were in a it was an industry I absolutely loved too, and I'm like, well, this is a perfect time to jump in and do what I've been dreaming about for many years. So I decided to focus on multicultural and cultural weddings because that's very personal to me. I don't feel like there's enough representation of um, cultural decor and bringing different cultures together in the wedding industry in Minneapolis. So I kind of just wanted to be a bridge for that and be able to help people represent themselves and have a more colorful wedding.
Right, because you have things that maybe remind people of their homeland,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
and they will be drawn to that. How do you get that kind of stuff anyway?
So I took a trip to India and did a lot of digging and shopping and finding objects. Now there are a lot of prescribed like wedding industry vendors that will sell you, you know, a set of stuff. And I bought some of that stuff too, but I really wanted to dig in and find my own things. I'm a very visual person. I have like, billions of ideas in my head of looks I want to create.
Right.
And so I really wanted to find different things that represented, different ideas. My husband's also Nigerian. So in the future, I plan on, doing different shopping trips to go to different countries and help bring just different elements in instead of, just having the same glass-based centerpieces with candles or
Right.
uh, every color of tablecloth. Well, what about different textiles that represent the other cultures and all of
Hmm.
those things? So, yeah.
Right, right. Because when I first came here to Minnesota, I didn't realize that there were a population of the African people here. That was a shock to me.
Yeah.
Knowing
Yeah.
right off the bat what you hear about Minnesota, it's like, really? They have, excuse me, this here too? I had no idea.
Where were you moving from?
Well, I moved from New York.
Okay, awesome.
So, us New
That's
Yorkers,
quite a change. Yeah.
we're just as naive about everything else. So that
You're
was
like,
a
oh
shock.
man, I'm going to Minnesota. It's going to be bland. Like, there'll be nothing
Yeah.
to
Yep.
do.
Yep. Yep. It's like, all right. But it's but Minnesota is I love it. It's my home. I love it. And it's brought great fortune to myself and my family.
Good.
When you started out, what were some of like the early mistakes that you made, and how did you overcome those mistakes?
So I feel like it's a bit premature for me to talk about mistakes because I really haven't gotten going yet. That
Right.
being said, I think one of the uh, the things that I've learned over the past couple of months is that I really need to focus myself and make sure that I'm doing and offering what I want to and what I find enjoyment in and what people should be coming to me for. First off, I was like, I had a whole planning website with like all different planning options and decor options and rentals and henna. I'm like, well, it really doesn't make sense for me to be a day of coordinator. Like, I just shouldn't even offer it. I've kind of learned that over time, let
Okay.
somebody else do that job. I want to focus on the decor and design. If there are a few, full wedding planning, I would love to do a few of those as well, but it's not going to be my main focus. I think just
Right.
defining that focus and making sure that I'm, you know, have that goal in mind is really important. I feel to just define my business and help me get the clients that I want.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yep. Bring everything clearer. And
Hmm.
yeah, because this day of coordinators, man, they stay like all day and all night
Yeah,
for an
it's
event.
I mean I have fun doing it, no question, but I feel like my talent is better used doing the design and visual stuff. That's just who I am. And
Right.
I
Right.
can't I
The,
can't deny that.
the very visual lady, right?
Yes, very visual.
Do you have any like favorite colors though that you like to blend and put together?
Um, Gosh, my favorite color probably changes on a daily basis. Um, Lately, I feel like with summer, it's always green. I just love seeing all the green around me. So I'm like, everything must be green.
Okay, green is good. Green is good. What about like the fall colors? Because over here in Minnesota, when the fall comes through, I mean, people
Yes.
really do like those
Yeah.
fall colors.
Oh, yeah.
The browns, the
Reds and the
oranges, all that good
oranges.
stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
they love it.
Yeah.
So okay. So I mean, do you have a crew that you work with?
Yeah. So what's really awesome is my family is super supportive in this business, and they're excited about it too. My mom and I have been doing henna for weddings for the past 20 plus years.
Oh wow.
And so we've been doing that henna business and work together for that. And so and she has a separate arts business as well. And I help her out with that. She helps me out with this. So she's my unofficial crew member. And then I have a few folks that I work with on a regular basis. And this warehouse here, I ended up moving warehouses uh, over the last couple weeks, and my parents were here helping me set up everything, and
Wow.
it's still a bit of a mess, but it'll get there.
Oh, you'll get it. You'll get it together. It's all good. Hey, how about like when COVID hit, because this year has been challenging for all businesses. What did you do to stay afloat?
So honestly, I took up part-time work, took up more hours at my part-time work, and just no, I luckily have the flexibility to keep my warehouse and you know, and have that business, have that enough flexibility to be able to do that. So I knew it was going to be, a challenge to get the business going in the first place. I had a set amount set aside for it, and unfortunately this hit, and it's going to be a bigger hit to me, but it is what it is. I think for me, it wasn't that important to try and change my business focus or try and pivot to a different thing, because I am very focused on what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't make that much sense. So it'll just pick up when it picks up again. And in the meantime, I've like I said, I've changed my warehouse. That saves me a lot.
Right.
I had a much bigger warehouse, but I'm like, I really don't need it. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
just move to a smaller one, and I kind of like it. It feels more full. So it
Right.
works.
It's like I have a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we were staying home and just like, being bored in the house, did you like pick out on anything? What was your favorite COVID snack?
Oh my gosh, I've actually been eating healthier. It's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah. So my husband is like super healthy, like to the point of annoyingness almost. Um, so it's like, I'm not eating bread. Like, what are you talking about? Bread? No, I eat vegetables, vegetables. So we just ended up cooking a lot, and
Okay.
he'll cook every now and then. I'll cook, and just been cooking a lot more. So we've actually been eating healthier.
Wow.
But I will
Okay.
say I've been sitting on my butt a lot more. So there's that.
We all have been. What about the TV though? Did you binge watch anything?
Oh yeah, a lot,
A lot.
a lot, a lot, a lot.
Everything on Netflix
Oh gosh, Netflix, Amazon, yeah, whatever, you name it, we've been watching.
is there.
It's there. Exactly.
Awesome. So okay, so now things are like, slowly picking up again. And I know we spoke, I believe you said you had an event in August coming up.
Yeah, yeah. I have an event in August coming up. I have a few henna. I had just a couple over July that were getting married, and they'd wanted henna for the event. So, just trying to stay very safe. Doing
Right.
henna is really important to me. So make sure everybody wears masks. We have hand sanitizer, and trying
Mm-hmm.
to keep as distanced as possible, but still be able to do
Right.
henna for people. So
Yeah,
yeah, I have
exactly.
a few clients for that coming up. So that'll at least be fun. At least I get to be a part of an event and have some fun.
Yeah,
So
there you go. There you go. How long you been doing henna?
20 plus years
Oh
since I was a
wow.
teenager. Yeah.
Wow. I
Uh,
mean, is it difficult to do that designing as it looks? It looks like you got to really, really know what you're drawing.
yes. Yeah. So for some people can pick it up very quickly. Some people they can't. It's just not in their wheelhouse.
Hmm.
I'd say the more difficult part of it is understanding like how a design will flow across your hands, and kind of knowing what's going to look right for um, for a person, and just
Right.
what's going to fit right. And sometimes people want to put really goofy things together. I'm like, just, let's keep it simple. Let's do this.
Right.
And some people just give me the freedom to do whatever I want, and it's really really fun
Cool.
art.
Cool. Yeah, yeah. I love the art, that goes all over the arm and I
Yeah.
mean, like how far does it go? Because I'm ignorant, as you can tell, when it comes to that.
So for weddings, it's like your entire hand, sometimes like past the elbows. I'd say now people don't have the patience to sit for like 4 hours and get the full on henna. So
Mm-hmm.
most of my brides have been opting for something a little bit simpler, like just going up the hand and maybe the wrist, or maybe a little bit above the wrist. Um, but in India, I know it's really important that, like, or, you know, throughout the Middle East, you
Yeah.
know, you get fully covered in henna, and your feet and your legs and your shins are all covered. And for me personally,
Yeah.
I can't sit there that long. Get it done.
That's hours and hours, man.
Like, I can do it for somebody, but just sit there and have it done for me. Oh my gosh, no.
Right. You know, you start twitching after a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like, are you done yet? Like, come on.
Right, right. Let's go. Yep. Can you do it to yourself?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So it was really funny. Like, for my own wedding, I'm very, very anal about my own henna.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like things a particular way. And I had I had done my designs ahead of time. So I, you know, set aside what I'd wanted. And my sister and my mom were both kind of pitching in to do my henna for me. And I was constantly just telling them what to do. Like, you goofed up there. Like, this needs to be straighter. Oh, oh. I was driving them crazy. But they were super nice. They were super great about it.
It's like, okay, Rita, boss lady.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, do you have, you know, what's in the future for your business? I mean, do you look forward to expanding or, you know,
Yeah,
growing
so
out?
for me, you know, my goal is to really just be help be that bridge for people doing the cultural weddings here in Minneapolis, and doing multicultural weddings, and trying to kind of finagle, what do I do for decor with you know, a Latin and Indian wedding, or
Right.
you know, Hmong and African like, you know, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's like, kind of like, what do you do? How do you mesh the two together? Because they're both very different, very vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
And or some people are just very bland. They don't have a lot of, you know, ideas that they want to throw together. So they need, you know, somebody to bring that out, and kind of, you know, help put a story together that's about two people, and not just, okay, you should have this, and be done.
Right. Yeah, because that takes a lot to, you know, with the blending of cultures and, you know, one has one set of things, one has the other set of things that they want and then put it together. That's that could be really, you know, challenging in a way, I guess, you know,
Yeah.
depending on the couple and how you know, serious they are about their own traditions.
Right. And then there's also, you know, family influence. You
Hmm.
know, with a lot of cultural weddings, family influence is huge. You know,
Right.
one set of parents wants things a certain way, another set of parents wants things totally different. And I joke that, you know, I spent, you know, 14 plus years in remodeling, in, you know,
Mhm.
helping people at a very stressed out portion in their lives doing a kitchen remodel.
Wow.
And here I am doing another stressed out portion of their lives, helping them with their weddings.
We're gonna do it all. Then you're gonna do like real, you know, become a realtor. It's like this is the type of house you should have. Really branch out.
Yeah.
No, but other than that, hey, what's you know, what's your platform on how people can get in contact with you? You know, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, I'm on everything. Facebook, Instagram. I haven't figured out Twitter, so I don't bother with that one.
Okay.
Or the TikTok video. Like, yeah, no, not yet. Maybe someday.
You're not dancing wearing different various cultural colors on
No,
TikTok.
not yet. I won't put it. I won't say no yet, but for now, I'm like, I have no idea how to do this. So we'll see. But
You're not
I'm
alone.
pretty
I don't.
active on Instagram
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And what's your handle? Is it
at Kahani Events,
at Kahani Event
or at Kahani Event Design.
at
Yeah.
Kahani Event Design with a Kahani with a K?
With a K. Yep.
Okay.
Kahani.
Okay. Love it. All one word, Kahani Events and Design.
Honey, I should double check this. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, because there's people out
Wait a
there.
minute. Wait a minute.
Here we go. Yeah, there's people out there.
At Kahani Event Design.
Okay. All right. Now we in the clear. Cool. Cool. Hey, one last question for you. What is your meaning of success?
My meaning of success is just bringing a smile to people's faces, making them happy, um, making sure that they have a look that they are thrilled with in the budget that works for them. I have not um, I've had a lot of fantastic experiences with people in my life, and that's what makes me happy. And also, part of my philosophy is really just doing good for people in general. So whether it's focusing on Black, Indigenous, people of color for vendors, or um, for like outside vendors that I use, or focusing on keeping things green as much as possible, and doing things that are and promoting ideas that are better for the environment than others. That's really important to me also, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to do rentals as well. Is I don't want to just be focusing on buying. I want to be able to help people be able to rent the things they have, so things can be reused and um, redone. So those two things are important in my success as well. It's not just about, making money at all.
Mhm. That's an awesome philosophy. Well, I want to thank you for your time. And I really appreciate you jumping on. In fact, you were like one of the first people that say, "Yeah, I'll come on." So I apologize for
Yeah.
getting back to you so late. And
Oh, no worries. No
but
worries.
yeah, but nonetheless, though, this has been great. And being that we're networking and we see each other through networking meetings, it's a great idea, for us to get an idea of what we do to serve the wedding community. So I really do appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. It's like I said, it's like weird for me to be on video, but I did
But you there? I mean,
it.
TikTok is next.
Yay!
Thanks a lot, Rita. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, super fun. Thanks, Greg.
All right.